Chris Demm said this would titillate me, and I have to say it does. All right, let me be honest about it.
That's not my actual original headline.
No, you said
I noticed you've decided to abandon it.
Well, you said it would make me turgid, which...
No.
You said it would make me hard.
Soft copy designed to make you hard.
That's right. That's what you said. I don't know about that.
You're just tiptoeing around it.
I don't want to. I didn't want to say it out like that. You said it out. You said it out. You said
own it.
Soft copy designed to make you hard is what you said, and that. I don't know. I didn't know that made me pucker a bit. But then I read it. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that works. See what he's talking about. See what he's talking about there. Rachel Bilson is an actress. I first saw her on The OC. She played a character on The OC, that high school teen drama.
I didn't watch that, but I think she had a bit part on a show I liked called Chuck.
Yes, she did. She did. She's 41 now. A few months ago, she made some headlines. She will talk openly about sex. She had dated Bill Hader, and they broke up. And someone on a podcast said, "What do you miss most about Bill Hader?" And she said, "His big D." And everybody's like, "Whoa, I'm getting hurt." Okay, right. Right.
She's doing it again.
Okay, now recently, she's on another podcast, and she went into the sexual positions that she liked best. And she said she likes...
Was this NPR? This is Fresh Air?
This was on Fresh Air.
The New York Times? Yeah. The Daily? Or whatever they call it.
She said she likes missionary, but she likes to be manhandled in bed. These are her comments.
Missionary is my favorite. I'm the
too.
same. I want to be manhandled. My least favorite, depending on the actual, is doggy because it can go so deep.
It's hard.
What are we listening to?
The other two should have been quiet. What she said was, I like missionary, I like to be effing manhandled, and my least favorite is doggy. Okay? I had to listen to that several times.
And over again. For you, the listener.
I wanted to get that right. Am I right? Okay, Biggie, a comment.
I'll let you go for. I know what it is. I think
you know what it is.
Where she went wrong.
Oh, you do. Okay. Well, here's what happened. Now that was about 2 weeks ago. She made those comments. I didn't hear them. Otherwise,
is that on the Call Your Daddy podcast?
I would have been front. So I'm about a month behind on Call Your Daddy. I'm almost as far behind on Call Your Daddy as I am on Jeopardy, and that's
both are rare. That's not as bad as The Mandalorian, but back there.
Oh, yeah. Mandalorian. I'm way behind on Mandalorian. I'm caught up on Succession and The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, but I'm behind on my Call Her Daddy podcast.
Call Her Daddy.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to that in a while. Well, she says now, because of that, because of those comments, this is Bilson, yes, saying that she lost an endorsement deal. She refused to name the company, but she says it's the first time it's ever happened to me. My comments, open and honest about sex, cost me advertising and a role.
I basically got a job that I already had pulled from me because I was speaking openly about sex. I'm baffled. A single mom, a woman, lost a job because they were being candid and honest, and the subject was sex.
You heard it. A single mom, a woman, loses a job over her sexuality and what she said in an open, honest way.
Are you rubbing your nipples?
Yeah.
He's wearing two shirts. I don't know if you can zoom in on the camera, but you can still see him.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I won't comment on that.
No.
I will not comment on that.
Shame on you.
I'm frustrated. I'm upset for her.
Look,
endorsement.
I don't dislike Rachel Bilson. I have no feelings toward this woman one way or the other. But I mean, if you're in a business, it depends on what the business is.
Yeah.
I mean, if she's selling, wholesome stuff, I get it.
Well, she commented.
If she's selling, something that's more edgy,
then it's different.
She may pick up 2 new endorsements.
She commented on that, on what you're saying there.
Reflecting on it, I mean, the language that was used in the clickbait headlines, sure. Oh, I want to be manhandled. First of all, I said it in a joking manner in the interview. I didn't even have a chance to defend myself. Yeah, I think it was a conservative brand when it came to light, and they said they weren't comfortable, and that if people keep Googling, they'll see the other things that I've commented on. I was floored. I cried.
She cried. I mean, I'm upset. I cried too. I was upset.
Are you aroused?
No.
No, I hate when that happens. Crying arousal.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what it is.
Yeah.
It's the manhandled part.
You think that word?
I think it's more than. I think if she would just have said, I prefer missionary,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it would have been as much. It's to
If
me.
she's selling Gap Kids, though, you can't have that.
No, yeah, I mean,
Because she's a single mom.
It is, but it's also the more to me is the idea of being manhandled physically is like physical violence type stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think that. Now, depending on the brand, I wish I knew the brand.
I know she wouldn't say.
Yeah.
She did not say. She said conservative.
But
brand.
apparently we can Google it and find it in a couple clicks, it sounds like.
I thought what she was saying there was if you Google her comments, you'll see other stuff she said, and that's what they were upset by. That's what the conservative brand.
Okay.
You Google it and you see like the line she said about Bill Hader. You know, she's really open and frank about her sexuality.
I'm not really that mad at the company though.
Yeah, I thought about it too. I'm not either.
I mean, it's in the year 2023, businesses are very concerned about their image.
Yeah.
I was recently reading about the Ja Morant issue in the NBA. He waved a gun, 6 weeks ago, got a light suspension.
Strip club.
Yeah, a strip club.
Now in a car.
Now you see it for just an instant in a car. And a lot of people said, he didn't do anything wrong here. It's legal to own a gun. Assuming that gun was purchased legally, it's in a video for 2 seconds. Why is the NBA suspending him? And it's because their image, it's their image. They don't want that image.
And that company has a code of conduct.
Exactly. And that's it. It's not like he's going to jail over it, but if you're it's like the teachers on OnlyFans. You know, it's one thing if you were some instances, if you're teaching kindergarten and you're on OnlyFans, they're going to get rid of you. I mean, that's been discussed many times.
The dads will hate it. They will hate it.
That's right.
But they'll do it.
Yeah.
I like Rachel Bilson, but she can't be talking like that and do endorsements for a conservative company. Like Chris Demm said is probably right. She may pick up a couple of more endorsements from more risque companies.
Sure. Yeah. She may have a self-pleasuring device.
Yeah.
Company come to her and say, you know.
Yeah, she might. That's right. Boy, you know how to get me going now, don't you? Boy, you know how to push all my buttons, I'll tell you.
This segment has it all.
Say something like that. This is the best soft copy of the week, and I didn't think that Jennifer Aniston story from Wednesday could be topped. Jennifer Aniston went
shopping.
Yeah, incognito to buy some shampoo, her hair care line.
Yeah.
And I said, that's going to be the best of the week. And
I have some thoughts about the Aniston thing. You know, the big deal about her was that she disguised herself as this frump in a big floppy hat and an ugly sweater. Yep. What if someone else was wearing that exact outfit? In the same Ulta beauty store as Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, I know. Wouldn't that be like,
look how awful I look. Isn't it great?
Look, I'm just like one of you.
Honey, is that you at the mall? No. My sweater's a different color.
Jennifer Aniston.
She looks awful.
That's what the reporter said. She frumped down in an off-color, out-of-style
No one
sweater.
would suspect this hottie lurks beneath this awful exterior.
It's so true.
It's Aniston.
It's exactly right. Aniston puts that on.
But back to Bilson. Has anything good ever come out of podcast comments?
Not that I
anything
no
ever
nothing
you know, part of the thing is when I hear these stories, and it happens, you know, you guys, I don't listen to podcasts.
Me neither.
But I hear
except for that one. Yeah,
Call Me Daddy.
That's right. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
But you know, I hear clips that sometimes Biggie will talk about Kelly or you, or sometimes even Dave. Yeah. And it seems to me like people, when they go on these things, they're putting on an act. They're overplaying their hand. You know, they're trying to be outrageous with the sexual comments. Now, and maybe that's the nature of that podcast.
Yeah.
But nothing good ever comes out of these things.
They're trying to get clicks and views.
I don't really understand either, because, I mean, in our business, it was always, there were rules for interviews. Don't say this. Don't ask them this.
I know.
And it's like now these celebrities go on podcasts and always say something to get in trouble. And I'm like, why do you feel more comfortable there?
Yes.
Is it like Chris Demm said, are you now expected to come
be
with
more
a story
outrageous
or something?
Be more real.
It's funny.
Yeah. I mean, because anytime we would do an interview off air, I would talk to their handler first, and they'd give me a list of rules.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd have to tell you all, don't say this. My favorite, still, Don Henley. Don't talk about the Eagles. And I'm like, what did you just say?
Why would you?
Okay, Mr. Henley's ready now. Remember, don't talk about the Eagles. You're on in 3, 2.
Yeah. But he'll do a podcast and just be like, oh, we did this backstage. We did lines of coke off somebody's butt.
We'll tell a story no one knows.
Right,
Now, clearly, it's you know, each person judges their comfort level.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, and if maybe she knows these people, or maybe she listens to the podcast, gets it, likes it.
It's funny how
understands the spirit of it. You know, every entity has its own feel.
Mm-hmm. This is so funny you mentioned this.
You know, like Howard Stern's show.
Totally
People
different.
used to go on Howard's show and be outrageous.
Yeah, that's right.
And that was, because that got attention.
You know, I just read this yesterday that Howard Stern fans who are younger are just now realizing the types of things he used to say. What made him famous, which were, many times horrible. He would talk about
he was outrageous.
Misogynistic comment that now wouldn't fly. And, he's done a lot of things that he's apologized for. And now young fans are going, I can't believe how, they're now torn on whether they can listen to him or not because of stuff he did 25 years ago when he was really trying to do what you just said, be outrageous. I just saw a great West Wing episode. Okay. Now, this show West Wing ended at least 15 years ago. All right. This episode was from 1999.
As you were choking down some crumbled turkey?
Yes. It was while I was eating crumbled turkey.
Broccoli
steamed.
And
cantaloupe wedges. Yes, that's what I was having to go along with a 24-year-old show. And they were putting somebody on the Supreme Court. Now, this show is about a fake presidential administration. They were putting somebody on the Supreme Court, and they didn't think he protected people's right to privacy enough.
The candidate for
the Supreme Court. And he was going to sail through. He was going to easily be inducted into the Supreme Court. But they felt like he was soft on privacy. And Rob Lowe's character said, in the next 25 years, the whole world's going to be about privacy. It's going to be about not knowing my medical stats, not knowing if I'm gay or straight. You have the right to keep those things private. Privacy has to be protected. And he's absolutely right, of course. But I'm thinking today people value privacy less than they ever have. As soon as somebody does something sexual, they want to run and tell you about it. Like Rachel Bilson just did. They put it out there because of social media, podcasts, those kinds of things.
That's a new world. You can
totally new.
You can make a living because of it.
Yes, and they didn't see that coming on the West Wing 25 years ago. And I think, of course, you still have that right to privacy, but most people are ready to put it out there and make money by doing it.
Of course,
like Rachel Bilson.
It's funny you bring up the West Wing. I just read this. I knew Ukraine's president Zelensky.
Yeah,
I knew he was an actor and first, and then became president.
Right.
But I read more deep into it, and they said, which I guess he was playing the president on this show.
Right.
That became number one.
Yeah.
And then basically they took a poll of who was more popular in the country, him as fake president or the real president.
And him as fake president.
Him as fake president won. So he said, well, I'm really going to run for president.
And then he won it.
And then he won it. And they said, that's like Martin Sheen
in the West
from
Wing.
the West Wing going, well, I think I can actually be president. And everyone going, you should be.
Yeah.
No political experience, no anything.
Well, that can't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.